Hello, I'm Ariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into this really cute, soft, glam Valentine's Day eyeshadow. It's giving like lilac, lavender. I actually really love these colors for Valentine's Day. It's not your typical pink or red, and I think it's super cute. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I did was prep my eyelids. So I'm using a concealer that is a little bit lighter for me. Highly recommend doing this if you feel like colors don't really show up on your skin tone, especially if you're using light colors. So it really depends on your canvas, but I'm going ahead and applying this to my entire lid. This is also going to help your eyeshadow last a little bit longer because it's a nice base. I usually don't use eyeshadow primer because I don't have any, and I find that concealer works just as well. So the palette that we're going in with today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is super old. I've had this palette for years. She's dusty and she is a staple. So I'm going in with the dark brown shade and I'm putting that in my outer corner, and I'm using a really small pencil brush. I like to use small, short, dense brushes when I'm going in with darker shades because I want to make sure that I'm controlling the area that I'm putting this shade in. So this is mostly going to be on the outer corner, and then I'm also kind of using the excess and putting it into my crease. So this is going to kind of deepen up the crease and separate it from the eyelid where we're going to have most of our light colors, define the crease, and kind of create the shape of the soft cut crease, soft glam. And I'm also going to take the excess and kind of drag it out into a wing shape because this is going to be kind of like a half cut crease, but like a soft half cut crease. And I am just going ahead and blending out the edges to make it easier to blend in the next shade that we're going in with. So I did go back in and add a little bit more of that dark brown because I wanted to make it a little bit darker, but you can definitely stop at one layer, or you can add more layers and add on as you like to get it as dark as possible. When you are working with darker shades, it is important to gradually build up the pigment to get it where you want it to be rather than having a really harsh first layer so that it's easier to blend. Then I went in with a transition shade. This was most likely golden ochre, which is kind of like a warm orange brown shade that I put in my transition area. This is just going to lighten up that dark crease and create a beautiful gradient going from dark to light from the darker crease all the way up to the brow bone, because we want to highlight the brow bone and kind of like highlight that bone structure and separate the eyebrows from the lid space, which is going to create a nicer eye look. So moving on to the lid, I went in with the kind of like light lilac shade, and I mixed it in with the whitest shade in the palette to kind of brighten it up. And I'm just placing that on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm also taking it around my crease area. So I am kind of overlapping that dark brown and this lighter shade just to kind of create like a nice softer blend. And I'm taking it to the inner 2/3 of my lid. So we are stopping right where we put that dark brown on the outer corner, and I'm also making sure adding more layers to make it as light as I want it to get, and also putting that on like the inner corner of the eye because I love the way that it just opens up your eyes, and that kind of look is super pretty. So I also went in with a pinky burgundy like violet shade, and I'm putting that in between the dark brown and that light shade. So this is going to create like a really nice transition from that dark brown into that really light lilac lavender shade, and it's going to create just like an easier, smoother transition and a really nice blend. So that is literally it for the eyeshadow on the lid. I went ahead and cleaned up the eyeshadow wing with some concealer, which I always do. This step is crucial. It's going to make sure that both of your eyes are symmetrical and that your eyeshadow looks nice and clean. And then these are the lashes that I went in with. So these are the Lily lashes. They're like a half lash. They're super cute. And I did go in with mascara before this. So all of these products will be linked in the video if you want to check them out. I usually like to use mascaras that are not my favorite when I am putting on a lash, because I do like to have natural lash days and I go in on my lashes sometimes. So when I am applying like a lash to my look, then I won't go that hard with the mascara. So if you want like more of a natural looking mascara, then I recommend the Rimmel London Scandalized. But after I put one layer of mascara on, I went in with the Half Lash from Lily Lashes. So again, these will be linked, and these are super cute. They are pretty natural looking. They do have some length to them, but the way that it flares out towards the end just creates a really beautiful cat eye look. And the lash band is super thin. It's supposed to be like an invisible lash band, and it's just really easy to apply, and it's not as thick as a full strip lash. So usually when I am going for like a half lash or like a 3/4 lash, I do go in on the inner corner with some eyeliner just to kind of hide the lash band if there is like a significant difference and you can like see the lash band starting at the like middle of my eye. So I'll go ahead and hide that by just lining the inner corner of the eye so that you can't really tell where the lash band is starting and where it's not. And then I also go in and line my tight line because I feel like this makes such a difference when you are wearing lashes. So you can't really see that skin under your upper lash line, and it just makes everything look more cohesive, and it's just like a little detail that takes your eyeshadow and your makeup to another level. So this is the look without me smoking out my lower lash line. You can definitely stop here. I always love to go through the progression of drama in these eyeshadow videos, so whatever you're comfortable with stopping at, you definitely can, and this is what it looks like. But we are going to go in for a full dramatic soft glam eyeshadow look. So I'm going in with the dark brown shade, and I'm just placing that right underneath my lash line, and I'm just kind of smoking it in. I did go in with one layer because I didn't want it to be too harsh, and then I went in with that transition shade that we put in between the dark brown and the lavender shade on the lid, just smoking out that brown. And then I went back in with the lilac shade to add some more of that cohesive color and just to make it look very nice and well put together. And then I went in with some black liner, which is the same eyeliner that I put on the top, but we're using the pencil part. So I feel like this lower lash line really takes this look to another level. It is a pretty soft, light colored eyeshadow look with like very bright white, pale pastels. But this just adds a little bit more drama and gives your eyes more depth so that it brings out your eye color, and it just looks very like it's giving me like romantic date night. So this is the final look. Let me know what you think. I really like how it came out. I think that these shades look beautiful together and they're perfect for Valentine's Day. So as always, don't forget to like this video before you leave. It really does help me out, and subscribe if you like content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any other video suggestions you'd like to see from me, please let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!